Hi guys, I'm very excited for this week's video because it is a Disney DIY crafts video. I've been wanting to do one of these for a while now, but I just haven't had the time to do all of the crafts that it would involve. So I took this week and decided that I was going to do it. All of these are Pinterest inspired, so the links to everything will be down in the description. Now, for some of these, I didn't quite follow all the rules, so if you want the actual directions, go down to the description and click on the link. Spoiler alert for this video, it involved glitter in one of the crafts and it is still all over my room. I can't get it to go away. I did part of the craft on my bed and there's glitter all over my bed. No matter what I do, I can't get it to go away. So I would suggest doing that on the floor where it's easy to sweep everything up. But if you guys have any questions or concerns about any of these, make sure to leave them in the comments and we're gonna get right into this video. So for this first craft, you want to print out a Mickey Mouse template, which will be in the description, and you just want to trace two of these onto some black felt. I decided to use a white colored pencil because that came up better on black fabric than anything else. And next, you want to just cut them out. Just be careful to follow the line because you can see my first attempt did not go so well, but just make sure you follow the lines and you should be fine. Once that's done, you want to put your black felt that you cut out onto some red and trace the bottom half onto the red felt so you can have the little bottoms of Mickey Mouse. And then all I did for the buttons was cut out some really small white circles. You can use a hole punch, that would work too. I just kind of guesstimated on what my sizes would be. And then after this, you just want to get some hot glue and glue everything together. I started with the smallest pieces first, so I glued the little buttons onto the red and then the red onto the black. Then once both are done, you want to put your keychain loop onto your ribbon and then glue the two sides of the ribbon together on the bottom. Once that's done, you want to sandwich your ribbon in between your two pieces of felt, and you want to make sure that the all black side is what you're gluing onto, so the red side, the side with the red, is facing outward. And then that's it for this keychain. I put mine on my book bag and it was pretty cute. For these patches, I'm starting with everything already cut out. I figured it'd be a little boring if I showed you the half an hour that it took me to cut everything out. But the stencils for these are in the description, so you can have those to print out and trace just like I did. Once everything's cut out, you just want to hot glue everything together. With the stencils comes a little map of where everything's supposed to go. I basically just followed that. Also, I didn't cut out the circle that goes in the white flower or the little yellow sun off of felt because that was going to be way too hard, so I just colored in the paper to match the colors I would have done in the felt. And this one is Rapunzel from Tangled inspired. And then if you're making more than one, just do the same thing. For this one, I also did Alice in Wonderland. And then the last step is just hot gluing your safety pin onto the back. I noticed after I did this that I put the safety pin on backwards, but it's okay, it still works. Just make sure that you put the part that comes out of the clip on top instead of on the bottom. And I glued this together and I held it in place with a little strip of the same color fabric as the ears. And that is it for that craft. I put mine on my senior trip Disney bag. For this one, it is very simple. You just take some glitter cardstock, which gets everywhere, by the way, and you measure out what sizes you want of the cardstock. I decided to use my pencil. It didn't really show up, but it took off a little bit of the glitter, so I knew where to cut. And I did Ariel from The Little Mermaid, so I did pink, green, and red. Basically, you just want to measure it out, cut along the lines, and then line things up so your entire composition book is covered. And then I did the same for the green as I did for the pink. And then for the red, since I only needed a little bit, I didn't measure anything at first. I just cut a small strip off and then lined it up where I wanted it and then cut off the edges so it was the right size. Then once you're done that, just hot glue everything down and then you're done. This book is actually the book I used to plan my upcoming Disney trip, so it was kind of cool to be able to cover it in one of my favorite princesses. And the last craft is just a simple pillow, so you want to start by cutting off a rectangular shaped piece of fabric, and then you want to fold it in half with the pattern on the inside. Before you start sewing though, you want to put pins in. I put pins along the inner red line, like you see there, because I knew that was where I wanted to sew. If it doesn't, you can always draw lines. And then after that, you just want to start sewing to your heart's content. Once that's done, make sure to flip your fabric inside out so the pattern is now on the outside, and then you want to start stuffing your pillow. I have some polyfill, don't know where my stick went, so it was kind of hard to get everything in, but you just start stuffing your pillow until you have the amount of fullness that you want. To close off your pillow, this is the tricky part, you want to just sew on the very inside of the fabric so you can hide any of the thread that's going to stick out. And then that is your pillow. I've made a few of these for my nephews in the past and they seem to love them, so they're good gifts for kids. That's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments what your favorite craft of this video was. Also, if you try any of these, make sure to send me pictures because I would love that. Also, make sure that you like and subscribe so you know when I make new videos, because there will definitely be more Disney DIYs if you like this one. Also, sorry about the audio for the voiceover. I was trying out a new camera. I got a new one last weekend and I've never heard the audio on it before, and I tried it for that because the one that I'm filming on, my Canon, that battery's been acting up. I have to get a new one. So to replace that, because I didn't want to kill the battery on this one, I used my new one and the audio on it was not that great. So I'm sorry about that, but I hope you understand. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye! Nothing's fine, I'm torn. I'm all out of faith, and this is how I feel. I'm cold and I am shamed, lying naked on the floor. Illusion never changed into something real. I'm wide awake and I can see the perfect sky is torn.